It's insane in California. 5 members of the California Parole Board who let free sickos like David Allen Funston, convicted of kidnapping and molesting at least 8 kids. Those parole board members, 5, have just been reappointed. Now, during his parole board hearing, Funston admitted to fantasizing about his own daughter and says he still has urges. It's all part of this elderly parole program. And board members defended their decision, saying they make evidence-based determinations about public safety. Here to weigh in, Dr. Drew, host of Ask Dr. Drew, Chief Patient Officer at the Wellness Company. Dr. Drew, if an offender says, I still have urges, what does that mean to you as a doctor?
That means to me that person is still dangerous. And it is not as though 50 is the threshold for this elderly prisoner release parole consideration. Elderly at 50, as though a 50-year-old who has a lifetime of sexual misconduct with minors is somehow going to outgrow it or be sort of so elderly that he'll be unable to perpetrate. If he were 95, perhaps, but 50 with urges, it's going to happen again for sure.
Does Gavin Newsom, even though he doesn't, he's not directly responsible for the board, does he own this, though? He's never, this never brings this up.
No, he never brings this up. But I'm of the opinion if they replaced all 5 parole board members, you would still end up with the same problem. Because in this state, it's the laws, it's the leaders that represent and don't lead, it's the activists, it's the courts. They create the circumstance of the legal structure that has us leaving people dying of mental illness on the street and releasing middle-aged sexual abusers out to the public.
I don't even have any words anymore. But also, speaking of, in L.A., that, of course, we're watching the mayoral race, Dr. Drew, and incumbent Mayor Karen Bass was asked whether non-citizens should be allowed to vote in city elections. Here's what she said.
I think we need to explore it. I have a little familiarity of what happens in other cities. Some cities will allow people to vote in like city council and school board elections because they pay local taxes, but they are not necessarily undocumented. They might be here completely legally, but have not finished the citizenship process. So we'll wait and see.
No, we'll wait and see, Dr. Drew.
Yeah, it is this sort of weird gray zone they get into. You're either a citizen or you're not. You're a meth addict or you're not. She thinks we should be treating meth addiction by providing them with teeth and 4 walls. My goodness, I ran a drug treatment center for 25 years. I guess I had it all wrong. It sure would have been much easier if I just gave them a dentist and a room. Everybody would be cured.
But it does look like the expanding the voter base with illegal aliens and others who maybe are just temporary residents of the state. I mean, you don't know where this is going to go, but you can see she's panicking. She's panicking because the voters are slowly but surely onto this scheme that the Democrats has perpetrated on this wonderful state.
One of the things that Spencer Pratt has done is he kicked open the Overton window here. So people are sort of going, what? You could say that? You could do that? Oh, why aren't we doing that? And yes, she is much more interested in representing than governing. The city can fall apart, not an issue, so long as I've represented the right people the way I feel they should be represented. This has gone to such an extreme that literally it's on our streets, it is negligent manslaughter. That's what's going on the streets of Los Angeles now.
That's unbelievable. Dr. Drew, always so wonderful to see you. Thank you very much.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.